here in late February was a little bit of sun.
Yeah, just a little dreary out there.
Yeah, exactly. There was some drizzle out there this morning as well, but things are going to improve, which is great news. Let's take a look at the headlines for the coming week. We're looking at a warming trend later this week. In fact, we're talking lower 60s again as we approach the weekend. Weekend rain chances also increase, could give way to some flurries next week as colder air moves in. This is the overall jet stream pattern later this week. It does show a ridge of fair weather parked over the western U.S., but a trough begins moving in. That westerly flow means a warming trend late this week, along with dry conditions because our flow is coming off of the Rockies and the moisture is cut off. In fact, we take a look at the amount of precipitation forecast off the European model. Most of this occurs actually tonight and tomorrow. There are some heavier rains that occur in the southeastern U.S. from there up through the Ohio Valley, but for the most part, the week ahead is going to be dry after some rain chances tonight. Now, I had to show this. These are geese taking off of Lovewell Reservoir. This is the National Weather Service radar out of Hastings. Look at the flock. There's one flock. Here comes another one and a third. There's a reservoir, this kind of dark spot right here, but you can actually see what are probably some Canadian geese beginning to leave the reservoir and head out toward the northeast. Kind of a rather interesting radar look at what's happening. Typically, we show you precipitation, but it can pick up insects as well as birds. Now, let's take a look at Threat Tracker, which is not for the birds, by the way, the next several days. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday looking pretty decent weather-wise. In fact, we're looking at a pretty nice warm-up later on. Temperatures across the area now are running in the 40s. The exception up around Carroll at 39. It's as warm as 48 in Falls City, 45 even back out around York, and 46 in Beatrice. There's a hint of a little bit of late-day sun. There has been a little bit of thinning in the overcast. That should be temporary. Temperature at Epley, 44. They have a light southeast wind currently at 3 miles an hour. Across the city, 42 in Field Club, 43 in La Vista. As we pan out west, mostly lower 40s across the area, although Bennington, one of the warmer spots with a reading there currently of 44. If we expand our view across the region, you'll be able to pick out some of those readings in terms of satellite and radar that are being picked up out to the west. Again, mainly some clouds here. Temperatures to the west have been a little bit warmer. Readings in terms of the radar, what's picking up a hint of some sprinkles here in northwest Iowa and a hint of some sprinkles to the northwest of Valentine, and that's about it. Temperatures as we kind of progress throughout the night will be falling back into the 30s. Our Futurecast model does have sprinkles out to the west of us. Some of those pass across the area between about 3 and 4 in the morning. We start out tomorrow around or just above the freezing mark, but by noon we're in the mid-40s, and then we will top out in the upper 40s for afternoon highs. Again, clouds tonight, could be a sprinkle late tonight, lows around the freezing mark. Tomorrow becoming partly cloudy, warmer with a high of 48. Over the next 3 days as we head toward the middle of the weekend beyond, colder conditions at least Wednesday and Thursday. However, that jet turns around later in the week. Temperatures begin to moderate. Look at Saturday, up to 62 degrees. And then as we go into early next week, we're looking at the possibility, maybe some flurries as we head toward Monday. And don't forget, we're not done with Old Man Winter just yet. We still have some winter left. I think maybe one more storm in March. We'll keep you posted. You can always sign up for Snowcast. Craig, Jen?
All right, very good.